People of TAPA, this is your weekly TAPA News. I'm your host, Angel.
And I'm your co-host, Michael.
And don't you ever forget, this is by the people,
for the people.
Starting off our TAPA section of the news, we have some exciting information to share with you. On March 9th, our wonderful theater department competed in the Rhode Island State Theater Festival, showing off their amazing Death by Design play. Sweeping the competition, they took the first place over every other school in the state, now going on to compete in the regionals. They not only gained the respect from their peers, but also obtained the praise of every other judge there. Right behind our film department, our friends in theater are truly showing off the talent that TAPA has to offer.
The special day of March 10th, 2024, Robert Downey Jr., or as most know him, the actor for Tony Stark, aka Iron Man, won his first Oscar award for Best Supporting Role. After years of being nominated for an Oscar, he has finally prevailed and got what we all think he deserved. We all know that this was a long time coming due to all the struggles Robert had to go through before his big acting spot as Tony Stark. Coming a long way in winning such a prize makes all of us think the right guy got the right prize. Now a quote from USA Today says, "After 4 decades of navigating superheroic highs and career-threatening lows, Robert Downey Jr. celebrated his first Oscar win Sunday night, winning Best Supporting Actor for Christopher Nolan's true life atomic bomb thriller, Oppenheimer." As you can see, he specifically won this reward for having the supporting role in the film Oppenheimer. Truly a happy moment for not just Robert Downey Jr. to celebrate, but his loved ones and fans to all appreciate.
Alaska Airlines plane that had a door panel fall off midair in January had been scheduled to undergo maintenance later that night, the airline confirmed Tuesday. The incident on Flight 1282, which took off from Portland, Oregon at 5:07 p.m. January 5th, resulted in no serious injuries but sparked an investigation that revealed no bolts were installed on the door plug of Boeing 737 MAX 9 aircraft. The New York Times reported earlier Tuesday that the plane was scheduled for a safety check after some engineers and technicians became concerned, including about a light indicating problems with the plane's pressurization system, and that it was kept in service with some restrictions. Alaska Airlines told the newspaper that the warnings it had on the plane did not meet its standards to do immediate takeoff service.
One of Japan's leading mangaka, whose manga and anime franchise, Dragon Ball, achieved worldwide success with its mix of comedic characters and rousing martial arts battles, died on March 1st. He was only 68 years old. His best-known work, Dragon Ball, follows a young boy named Son Goku who embarks on a journey to collect the 7 magical orbs that summon a wish-granting dragon. Since its creation in the 1980s, it has spanned 42 volumes, sold millions of copies worldwide, and became one of the most famous manga inspiring television, film, and video game adaptations. His death was confirmed on Friday in a statement by his manga and design production company, Bird Studio and Capsule Corporation Tokyo. The statement said the cause was acute subdural hematoma, a condition in which blood collects between the skull and brain. It did not say where Mr. Toriyama died. May Akira Toriyama rest in peace, knowing he has created one of the most inspirational and memorable shows/manga.
And don't you ever forget, this is by the people,
for the people.
And we'll be passing it off to TAPAsource News.
Welcome to Totally TAPAsource News.
Thank you guys, and welcome to Totally TAPAsource News. I'm your host for today, Jaden Alexander Milan Davis, and my co-host here, Caden Camacho.
How are you?
Today we are speaking on the recent bill that had just been announced a few weeks ago.
On March 13th, the United States House of Representatives passed H.R. 752, a bill which gives ByteDance, who owns TikTok, 6 months to sell the company or the ownership of TikTok, and if they don't, they're gonna get banned in America.
The president especially wants TikTok to get banned because of the security risks that TikTok has with how much data they have in America and can use this information for bad intent, and especially having the power to spread propaganda and things about America and other things that are going on. Same thing with Temu and TikTok originating from Singapore and Temu from China and not knowing what they would do with this information. Now we will get into the advantages and the disadvantages of TikTok being removed.
Those who support the ban make arguments such as putting a focus on local alternatives. The ban encourages users to explore and support local platforms. This could lead to the growth of homegrown apps that are more in tune with American culture, as well as a reduced negative influence. With the absence of TikTok, there may be a decrease in the negative influences associated with the platform. One of the biggest arguments, though, is TikTok and its parent company, ByteDance, may put sensitive user data like location information into the hands of the Chinese government.
And those who oppose the ban make arguments that TikTok gave a platform to people to express their own opinions and feelings on things that are going on in the world. TikTok can be looked at as a platform to get world news and things that are trending right now. TikTok gave a place for people to make their businesses boom and to gain a way of income. TikTok provided a global platform for everyone to connect and to browse things that are going on in the world.
If the bill passes, I wouldn't mind it too much as I'm not an average TikTok consumer. But I do wonder how other people from my generation will react to the ban. I imagine a lasting impact on how our kids spend their free time.
I mean, absolutely. This will have a crazy impact on this generation and younger generations. Will this be the end of short-form videos and production? I honestly think the ban of TikTok will help everyone in America. And if it's not something people are looking forward to, I believe it will refine this generation into greatness from removing this form of short video.
Let's not forget about the other platforms who copy TikTok with their short-form video content, like YouTube Shorts or Instagram Reels. But the youth of today will still worry about their short-form dreams.
I don't think there is anything to worry about, especially knowing how big TikTok is. I don't think there is anything to worry about, especially knowing how big TikTok is. It's either they will sell TikTok to another company in America or just get outright banned. But we'll figure that out in the up and coming months.
Don't leave just yet, because we still have a ton of other topics to talk about with you guys today. From our other amazing anchors like Marilyn Serrano, who will bring you the Mariah the Scientist concert, who may be coming to your local venue. Thank you for watching Totally Tapasaurus News. And remember,
we are the source you can trust.
Hey guys, it's Sanaya Survivor, and welcome back to Totally Tapasaurus News. Today I will be talking to you guys about Melanie Martinez's upcoming tour. Melanie Martinez is a 27-year-old famous singer-songwriter, and her tour is called The Trilogy. It will start on May 10th in Seattle, Washington, and end on August 2nd in Canada. She will be performing songs from her three hit albums, Crybaby, K-12, and her newest release, Portals. Many of her fans from RI will gladly go to see her in Boston on June 7th. I recommend listening to her music and seeing if you like it enough to see her in concert as much as her other fans. Now on to our next segment. Action. Hi guys, and welcome back to Totally Tapasaurus News. And today I'll be talking to you guys about Mariah the Scientist tour. Mariah the Scientist is a 27-year-old R&B artist and is having a tour called The Melodic Journey. She will be performing in various cities all around the U.S., including Providence. Her tour started February 1st and will end on May 3rd in Atlanta, Georgia. Many teenagers and adults are looking forward to going to see her perform at the Strand in Providence. Now on to our next segment.
Hey dinos, better put those coats in the closet and take out those sweaters because it's sweater weather. The temperature has been rising into the 40s and 60s. That means spring is upon us and the flowers are in bloom and the breeze is warm. The spring has started on the 19th, 20th, and 21st, so I hope you prepared your picnics and enjoy the fresh air with your friends. That's all I have for today, dinos. On to our next.
Welcome back. I'm your host Javier Montanez, and you're watching Tapa Sports. In today's episode, we'll be talking about NFL offseason, NBA basketball, and for the first time ever, MLB baseball. Starting with the NFL offseason, Saquon Barkley actually went to the Eagles, which is very controversial within the NFL right now because, as many of you might know, the Eagles is actually the Giants' rivals, and Giants fans are not happy. I think he forgot he has 2 home games this season with the Eagles, and Let me tell you, them Giants fans are gonna hate him. Moving on to Drew Lock. I'm not sure if the Giants wanted to replace Daniel Jones with a worse quarterback, but they signed Drew Lock. I have nothing else to say about that. And the Ravens signed Derrick Henry. That's a monster right there. Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, the Ravens defense, and Mark Andrews. That's a squad. Moving on to NBA basketball now. LeBron James actually reached 40,000 points, which is a crazy achievement. He has the most points scored ever in the NBA. And I'm telling you, LeBron James is the GOAT of basketball. It's not Michael Jordan. Moving on, D'Angelo Russell actually scored 40-plus points in this game. He was shooting from crazy ranges. I mean, this is absurd. I think he still thinks the trade deadline's going on. Trade rumors are over, bro. You can stop scoring 40 now. Moving on to the MLB now. Ace-in-the-hole pitcher Garrett Cole of the New York Yankees actually suffered an injury. People suspected it to be a UCL tear, but fortunately enough, it's not. So he'll be back in 2 months' time. But the Yankees will suffer many challenges from this. Let's hope he gets back on the field soon. I was your host, Javier Montanez, and you just finished watching Tapa Sports, where we do sports right.
TAPAsaurus News, prehistoric news that you can count.
My name is Bradley Sitnos, and this is TAPAsaurus News, your source of the latest happenings in your world. The 12-year-old son of Ruby Frank, a mother of 6 who dispensed advice to millions via a popular YouTube channel, escaped through a window and approached several nearby homes until someone answered the door. According to documents released by Washington County Attorney's Office, a police investigation determined religious extremism motivated the woman to inflict horrible abuse on Frankie's children. Ruby Frank, 42, and Jody Hildebrandt, 54, pleaded guilty to 4 counts of aggravated child abuse that included convincing Frank's 2 youngest children they were evil and subjugating them to manual labor, day-long fasting, and conditions Clark has described as concentration camp-like. The boy told investigators that Hildebrandt used rope to bind his arms and feet to weights on the ground. She used a mixture of cayenne pepper and honey to dress his wounds. He had been told by Frank and Hildebrandt that everything being done to him was an act of love. Kevin Frank, Ruby Frank's ex-husband, appears stunned in interrogation footage when officers informed him of his son's condition. He had not seen his wife since Frank asked him to move out in July 2022. Kevin Frank has filed several petitions in the months since his wife's arrest in hopes of regaining custody of his 4 minor children who were taken to state custody. In other news, the homeless situation happening in Rhode Island is getting worse by the day. Due to the inflation rates and the high changes in pay, Rhode Island citizens are finding day-to-day lives harder, causing the homeless rate to skyrocket. Rhode Island has officially become one of the states with the highest home cost rate, sitting at an average $43,800,000. Rhode Island is considered to be inside the top 15 states with the highest house price rate. With these issues in obtaining homes as well as average income, the homeless rate proceeds to become larger and larger within the years. Including inflation, increase in Rhode Island's homeless rate will continue within the years. Now, here's an ad break.
TAPAsaurus News, prehistoric news that you can count.
What's up, guys? Welcome to AMV Podcast. Today we have me, your host, Eric Figueroa, and
Rick.
Okay, let's get on to it. So, como like you guys saw in the intro, vamos a estar hablando de las mejores canciones de escuchar cuando estás guiando, ya tú sabes. Yo personalmente pienso que yo escucho mejor canciones en español cuando estoy guiando. Yo no sé. ¿Qué tú piensas?
Bueno, yo pienso que mejor también canciones en español cuando uno va guiando, uno va lejos, algo así, pero tú sabes, toda la gente que no están viendo tienen opiniones diferentes, gente que le gusta otro tipo de música, porque también la música en español tiene diferentes ritmos, tú sabes. Hay está dembow, reggaetón, hay gente que le gusta la bachata, cosas así, tú sabes.
Sí. También hay drill.
O sea, hay gente que le gusta...
Yeah. Yo personalmente pienso que hay drill, también hay drill.
Sí, yo escucho mucho eso, en verdad.
Hey, drill. Yo pienso que escuchando drill songs, cuando está guiando, lo pone uno loco
Sí,
para guiar
verdad,
loco.
verdad.
Lo pone a uno a hacer locura cuando está guiando. ¿Cuál es tu primera canción que tú escogieras? Dime.
¿Qué? O sea, ¿un artista en específico o un ritmo, en verdad? Porque es que un artista en específico sería difícil de coger, pero
Vamos a ser más para una persona que, tú sabes, guíen para el trabajo, para la escuela, normal, regular, ahí chilling. Ya tú sabes, por la mañana, son las 9 de la mañana, no van a hacer locura.
Eso es una hora, es difícil, loco, porque para tú escuchar esa hora un drill o un dembow así picante.
Está duro.
Sí.
Levanta uno, dos.
Sí, levanta
Porque
uno.
si tú estás cansado, escuchas drill.
Pero todo el mundo va a decir, este tipo está loco escuchando eso hasta ahora.
Pero yo pienso una bachatita.
Ajá, como
Eso es lo que todo el mundo.
Una aventurita.
Él detrás de cámara le gusta aventura, pero yo no sé qué es lo que él dice.
Porque nos vamos todos en aventura.
Excusen lo que le medio rarito.
He's a little weird, you know. Pero yo pienso bachata.
Pero de noche. Ay,
el drill.
O
O si no, una canción de triste, de rapeo.
Oh, es verdad,
Oh,
también
sí,
eso.
sí.
Cuando tú vas así solo, manejando, que tú quieres como la mente, ponerla a pensar.
Aquí tú vas a ver un ejemplo, arriba abajo, yo no sé cuál de los dos lados, pero tú vas a ver un ejemplo de una canción que te estamos hablando. Arriba abajo.
No olvidar el día que te encontré.
Vamos a cambiar, vamos
Los kilómetros que yo caminé.
Pero realmente esa
No
canción
te vi
yo
por
pienso que es perfecta
primera
para-
vez.
Sí, pero
que
claro,
me enamoré.
como nosotros escuchamos ese tipo de música, puede ser que gente, porque hay gente que le gusta escuchar Bad Bunny y cosas así, tú sabes.
Sí, pero Bad Bunny antes era bueno,
Sí.
ahora se puso medio
Sí,
mierda.
se puso. Pero esa es la opinión de nosotros.
Eso es la
en verdad,
opinión de nosotros.
pero-
Todavía sacan una buena, pero
Sí, sí, hay gente que están aficionados de Bad Bunny. hay gente que-
yo conozco muchas.
Y a mí, ¿qué te digo? No que no me gusta, algunas canciones nada más que él tiene que me
Sí,
gustan
que-
así, porque
sí.
hay algunas como que no sé, ¿no?
Que son un poquito raritas,
Sí,
en mi
no me-
opinión.
no me da la vibra para yo escuchar.
Personalmente, a mí me gusta escuchar, tú sabes, en el día cuando tú vas de camino a trabajo, suavemente.
Ah, eso es bueno.
Sí,
Otro-
una bachetita.
¿Tú sabes cómo
Un
no hable de
reggaetón.
eso, compadre?
Una salsa.
¿Tú sabes dónde se escucha bien esa canción? Suavemente. ¿Tú sabes la bocina grande que ponen a los
Los
carros,
chucheros,
hermano?
los chucheros.
Ahí, loco, eso se escucha.
Oh, ya, eso es un chuchero. Mira,
Y
ahí
eso,
va a
en
ver.
verdad, loco, la música te va a decir, pero hay gente que son apasionados.
Pero
por
yo
la
pienso
música,
para los
cantan.
chucheros manda una canción dominicana como.
Sí.
Oh, na, na, na,
Pero
na,
oye,
na.
tú ves la música así normal, pero la música en verdad, lo que hay gente que son apasionados con eso y gastan muchísimo dinero nada más en eso.
Sí, pero le vamos a poner unos ejemplos de, tú sabes, chucheros y, tú sabes, más en Dominican Republic porque ahí es donde hacen.
Ahí es donde más,
más hacen
como
esa.
la música que es movida.
Sí, pues le vamos a enseñarle un ejemplo ahora. Yo pienso que eso
pienso que
es
esa
de
música
locura,
es de
pero,
loco, sí,
pero
sí.
está duro, así.
Sí, en verdad sí,
Sí,
está duro.
está
en
duro,
verdad.
está duro.
Tú sabes también que yo pienso de los artistas puertorriqueños.
Oh, son duros también.
Los que
no te
están
creas.
subiendo ahora nuevo, así
Sí.
que están cantando.
Sí.
Hay un par de ejemplos.
Young Chimmy es bueno.
Sí.
¿Cuál otro?
Tú sabes, C dobleta.
C dobleta.
Ese
yeah.
bueno también. ¿Cuál más?
Hay muchos artistas puertorriqueños que están. Gracias por entrar. Thank you for you guys entering our podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed. You know, it was good having you guys and everything. So it's your host Eric Figueroa and we're out. Peace.
See you next time.
See you next time.